Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I am Hussain Qazi, your facilitator for the subject Strategic Business Reporting. The agenda of this particular short session is about a brief introduction of strategic business reporting and the preparation structure based on the brand name called SBR 360. I will tell you what is the meaning of the SBR 360. 360 means coverage in a comprehensive manner and a smart manner to qualify the exam. This particular session will tell you what is the right direction for the preparation of the strategic business reporting, not just to put hard effort, but also about the smart effort. So right direction, including a smart effort, that's called SBR 360 by Hussain Qazi. Now, starting the session with a brief introduction from my side, I am Hussain Qazi. Alhamdulillah, more than 1.5 decade associated with the facilitation of ACCA qualification, co-founder of Online Lecturer and the senior faculty member of the Platinum Status College in Karachi, Pakistan, that's Japanese School of Accountancy. Alhamdulillah, Allah bless me to associate, the student associate with me, got nation and global position, not in Pakistan, outside the Pakistan as well. And ACC appointed me multiple times to conduct different sessions like practice to pass, but also guidelines or guidance to the teachers as well. I'm also serving as a director in the HRS network. So as a professional accountant and working as director in the HRS network, a leading professional accountancy firm, services all over the world. You can coordinate me for the SBR guidelines through the WhatsApp with the official timings. That's with the number 009232182717884. Okay. Moreover, the very focus point is that SBR is the exam of professional level, ACCA professional level exam. It's 100% compulsory in computer-based exam. A strong foundation of previous knowledge, that's financial reporting. And normally this course required almost the preparation of 11 weeks plus brushing of all the things, means revision time of the 10 days. That is what the core target point you have to consider very importantly. Now, drilling down towards the subject. Before moving towards the detail inside of the SBR syllabus, first of all, you have to develop your mindset. You have to develop, as a student, you have to develop your mindset about what to study. Regarding the studies, what's the right approach to study that particular subject? Because whenever you are moving towards any project, first of all, develop your mindset. If I say to you that you have previously studied the subject of financial reporting, so definitely At that moment of time, you studied the topic or the term, say, accounting standard. If I ask you a question that, what is the purpose of International Financial Reporting Standard? Any one statement, you please reply me. Any one particular statement, please reply me. What is the purpose for studying the International Financial Reporting Standard? Any one statement. Any one particular statement. What is the particular purpose to study the International Financial Reporting Standard? Okay, you replied that IFRS is, it's actually about the common standardization for the reporting of the accounting issues. Oh, that's a very good reply. Rules, principle, regulations. That's very good. That's very good. That's about the IFRS. Okay. You studied the subject FAFR. That's about the International Financial Reporting Standards. And with respect to the previous studies, you are more concerned for IFRS about the making of the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flows. You are more concerned. Why we are studying IFRS? Making of the financial statement, making of the financial statement. You are more concerned about the numbers. IAS 16, depreciation, IAS 2, lower of cost NRV, IAS 40, cost model, fair value model. And your mindset as a maker of the financial statement, no doubt about it. If any of the transaction I throw right now to you, if any of the transaction, right now, if we are discussing any of the transaction, your brain just working with the numbers, income statement, balance sheet. If I ask you the term IFRS, you replied me, making of the financial statement. Very good. It means your previously mindset about the IFRS and the subject is that it's all about the numbers. Am I right? Can you please reply? It's all about the numbers. Whatever the accounting standards reply to us, with reference to accounting standard, whatever we observe, we will put the information in the income statement, balance sheet accordingly. Yes or no? Please reply. Okay. But the SBR subject or the examiner of the strategic business reporting having comparatively different expectation from your side. The examiner is not only concerned that you are expert of the numbers, but more than that. These are the statements I have extracted from the examiner documents. It's not my statement. Here the examiner expect that, or examiner says in the document, we will assess the student, his or her professional competency with respect to corporate reporting environment. It means real business environment. Assess the professional competence. We will examine the principles, the concept of the IFRS and other part of the syllabus, and we will assess how students are well able to apply the knowledge with the actual business, real business scenario. And candidates must reply or demonstrate their answer as an ability for the strategic business reporting. Sir, what these statements are, I'm going to explain these statements with a pictorial manner. For example, you are an accountant of a company called, what is the name of that company in the picture? What is the name of that company? Please reply me. Assume that you are an accountant of what? Do reply me. Assuming that you are an employed person of British Airways. You are an accountant. You are an accountant. You are an accountant. This is your picture. You are an accountant of British Airways. And the British Airways just made a transaction, to renovate all its aircrafts, renovate the interior of all aircraft. So you are right now concerned. You are right now concerned that how to make transaction, how the British Airways this transaction reflect in the financial statement as a numbers. Okay. But your examiner is expecting that you are not just competent about the numbers, but you must be able to demonstrate your knowledge in front of the relevant stakeholders or the user of the financial statement. This picture is you in FR. Examiner was expecting just making of the financial statement. In SBR, examiner expecting that you must be able to demonstrate on knowledge in front of the world. But in the examination hall, it's not possible that stand and present. But in the examination hall, examiner expect to demonstrate the ability in the writing manner. This is the clear difference, whatever you studied FR and whatever you should study or make a direction for SBR. Do reply me. Is this point clear to you? What point? This point. This point. Candidates should answer to demonstrate the ability to make strategic business reporting. This is examiner expectation. You must be performed like this. Are you getting the point? What should be your mindset whenever you are starting or you are on the way for the preparation of SBR? Okay. Okay. So this is what the approach you have to develop. Examiner statement. These are examiner statement. I mentioned here, you should develop your mindset or SBR preparation with these statement of examiner. There are three statements. There are three statements. There are three statements of the examiner. It's not Hussain Qazi's statement. These are the statement of examiner. These are the statement of the examiner. The examiner statement is that any of the SBR candidate, when appearing in the examination hall, he or she must be able to explain their workings, which is essential skill that's required in the workplace. And this is essential for the workplace. That's why this approach taken by the SBR examiner. Number one, explain your working. You must be able to explain the working. You must be able to explain the working. That's the first thing. Number two, Candidates must have to develop the mindset that is about SBR, not FR. What does that mean? I'm telling you important point. Very important point. You studied a subject, PM. Do you know what is the advanced level of the subject, PM? What is the name? APM. You studied the subject, AA. The advanced is advanced audit assurance. Performance measurement, advanced performance measurement. AA advanced AA. ATX, sorry. TX advanced. Taxation, advanced taxation. FM advanced. AFM. But you study the subject FR. Study the subject FR. But the name is not AFR. The name is SBR. This is a very technical point, which means you studied in FR, the accounting standard. So this subject is not only the advanced financial reporting, but more than that. That's why I particularly mention my brand. I'm branding my course with the name 360, SBR 360. SBR 360 means the subject includes advanced financial reporting, yes, plus 4 more things. There are 5 components of the syllabus. That's called SBR 360. Number 1, advanced financial reporting, means advanced accounting standard. Number 2, conceptual framework. Number 3, ethical dilemma with financial reporting, ethics 3. Number 4, we always think as a maker of the financial statement. But here we will also consider the accounting issues with the perspective of investor. With the perspective of investor. The perspective of investor is the 4th thing, 4. And the 5th one, the current development. If someone asks you what is SBR, you must say SBR 360. What is SBR 360? Which means advanced financial, that about financial reporting standard plus 4. Normally students only focus 80% of the time, only 80 to 90% FR. That is the prime reason of the failure. Not consider the 4 extra point integrated with the preparation. SBR 360 is integration of the 5 things. Integration of the 5 things. Integration of the 5 things. One example I am giving to you. I have a question to you. We as an accountant make the financial statement. For whom? For what purpose? Why we are making the financial statement of the listed company, for example? Do reply me. Why? Why we are making the financial statement? You must reply me. We make the financial statement for the sake of user. User. And there are 2 users. Do remember. Existing. No, not the all stakeholder. Only 2 users. Existing investor, potential investor. Existing investor, potential investor. Existing investor means existing shareholder, existing debt holder, provider of finance, existing debt holder, existing equity holder. Potential, which is interested to buy our shares, potential shareholder. Potential debt holder, who are interested to invest as a debts, as a lender in our company. Actually, they are two main users about the money they have invested, or they are interested to invest. User. We make the financial statement for the sake of user. For example, if as an accountant, we are discussing that what if we are reporting this transaction in a manner which will affect to the decision of the user. Sir, what you are saying? Let's suppose a very simple example. Have you ever studied IAS 40? Have you ever studied IAS 40? Have you ever studied IAS 40? Investment property. There are two models. One is cost model. Number two, fair value model. You as an accountant, till now, you are just thinking as an accountant. Cost model means you just purchase the investment property, record the cost, and then, for example, just depreciate according to straight line method. This is what about the cost model as an accountant. Fair value model. Fair value model means each year you have to determine the value of property, either up, either down, and then adjust the value of property as a fair value adjustment and report to the income statement. No depreciation. This is what you're thinking about accountant. Now, assume that I'm accountant and you are user of the financial statement. You are user of the financial statement. You are investor, potential investor, and you have been observing my last 4 years financial statement. Number one, if I report the investment property as a cost model, my account is very consistent, regular, consistent depreciation. Regular depreciation of asset, so deterioration of the value is consistent. But if I am reporting the financial statement according to fair value, then your observation is that sometime the value is up, the fair value gain, sometime fair value down, the loss, up, down, up, down. That means inconsistency. Cost model reflect consistency. Fair value model not reflect consistency. Reply me with viewpoint of investor. Are you understanding this point? Reply me yes or no. You never ever think this point in your previous studies. Once again, we here not consider the subject as a maker of the financial statement, but also the user of the financial statement. We will also consider the realities about the conceptual framework. We will also consider the ethics. We will also consider the current development. That's called SBR 360. If someone asks, what is the course SBR 60? You must say FR plus more than that. Moreover, examiner team, third statement that I have already explained. Please read it. In this exam, examiner requires expertise from the candidates, not only from the point of view of maker of the corporate reports, but also from the perspective of stakeholder. investor perspective. There are three statements. There are three statements of the examiner. Must be able to explain your working. Number two, it's not FR, more than FR, that's called SBR. Number three, maker of the financial statement, that's a key point. Not only consider maker of the financial statement, but also the user of the financial statement. So that is what till now we discussed. Only the thing, what's the right approach? We have to develop our mindset, right approach or development of the mindset about this subject. Now moreover, SBR syllabus. There are 5 components of the syllabus that I have already explained. IFRS, conceptual framework, ethics implications. And the current development. These are the 5 components of the syllabus. That is the point. Okay. One by one. The drill down of about all the aspect of the accounting syllabus. Number 1, accounting standards. I have splitted the accounting standards with the 4 components. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 1, group accounts. Number 2, extensive accounting standards. Number 3, less extensive. And number 4, prior knowledge. Every accounting standard, any of the accounting standards have equal importance. Either extensive or less extensive or prior knowledge. That is what the detailed list. Once the syllabus will start, you will get this list. Not to worry. The first list about the group accounts. Then another list about extensive. There are 6 very extensive, very time consuming accounting standards. Extensive accounting standards. IFRS, IAS like this. Financial instrument, IAS 12, employee benefits, share-based leasing, revenues. That is the point. Left side, the less extensive accounting standard. Right side, the prior knowledge accounting standards. These are the details of the accounting standards. This slide is about examiner. It's not mine. I will provide you the direction according to the examiner expectation. Do remember, always focus on quality preparation, not focus on quantity. Quality means whatever, meet the examiner, get the knowledge of the syllabus and meet the examiner expectation. That's all. That is the target point. What is the statement of the examiner? Examiner team statement. Examiner says here, we expect the students must be able to explain the accounting principle behind the calculations. Means if you are competent or master for the calculation of goodwill, this is not enough. Calculation of goodwill is rote learning. But the explanation about the goodwill aspect, that's a requirement. Number 2, candidates will have to demonstrate a range of skill and abilities about the accounting concepts. Means examiner expect that you have to discuss the point here. You have to discuss the thing here. Why this happens, why this not happens. What the reason behind the accounting standard like these things. But believe me, it's not very much difficult. It's all about the development of mindset and prepare the things according to the examiner expectation. Once you start with the right direction, you will really enjoy. This is a sample. This is a sample exam question. A part. I just attach a part. I'm not discussing the case here, but I must say a case about head office. Just read the requirement. Just read the requirement. The first statement, discuss how 16 million provision associated with comma company moved to a new head office and sublet to head office should be accounted for according to ICE 37. So the point is that the question will expect that about the discussion. Numbers, and behind the numbers, your discussion. Accounting standard discussion. Numeric discussion of the numeric as well. That is the point. So this is comparatively different from the FR. Do you remember that? Moreover, this is another extract, another extract. Draft and explain. This is about the group accounts. Draft an explanatory note how goodwill should have been calculated and show the accounting entry. How explanatory note about goodwill means explain how goodwill calculate and show the accounting entry. This is the point. I'm not talking about the details of the syllabus. Detail of the syllabus will start with a course. Don't worry. This is what about the orientation. This is about if you are starting any project, before starting the project, you must have to develop your mindset that what's the right strategy or what's the right direction, what's the right path. If you are moving towards the wrong path, you are actually planning for the fail. That's the point. Everything, 30 marks question, 30 marks, question 1. Draft explanatory note. B, discuss. C, discuss. All things about discussion. All things about discussion. Second thing, conceptual framework. Just put your hands with your heart and reply me. Be honest. That was the part with FR and F3. Have you ever studied the conceptual framework with honesty? Reply me with honesty. No, never. Candidates, examiner particularly mention about the conceptual framework. This is what examiner statement. This is what examiner statement. To pass this exam, candidates require in-depth knowledge of the conceptual framework. You require in-depth knowledge of the conceptual framework. Do remember that point. You require in-depth knowledge of the conceptual framework. I will tell you what is about the conceptual framework. Basically, you must have to remember that in all over the world, the government wants that the listed company must have to prepare the financial statement according to some standards. So the complete world actually split it in 3 components. Number 1, a majority part of the world follows the International Accounting Standard Board. The rule about the International Accounting Standard Board, that's IFRS and the conceptual framework. Another part of the world, FASB, follow the FASB, American Standard Board, Financial Accounting Standard Board. And the third part of the world, like the China, like Malaysia, they have their own accounting standards. So we are actually focused the international syllabus, where the companies, where the countries and their specific countries are following the International Accounting Standard Board rules and regulations. International Accounting Standard Board having two projects. Number one, conceptual framework. And number two, IFRS. These are two different projects of ISB. Yes, conceptual framework is actually about rules, regulations, principles, all these things. I know that. This is what about the principles of the conceptual framework. Rules, regulations, all these things. And the purpose of conceptual framework is to, its prime purpose is to standardization of all the accounting systems or accounting standard systems. But do remember, these are two different projects. The in-depth knowledge I will provide later. Do remember that International Accounting Standard Board conceptual framework revised 2018, that's revised. Originally 1989, another revision 2010, and the final revision in the recent times 2018, and this is applicable by 1st January 2020. So our updated syllabus includes 2020 syllabus part. That's the point. Whatever the in-depth things, we will discuss later. The examiner examine the conceptual framework. It's not about the rote learning, but integration, but integrations. So the very first thing about this, explain, for example, this one is the explain the criteria board 2010 of the conceptual framework for financial reporting, International Accounting Standard Board, and 2015 proposed revision conceptual framework in recognition with the IS 38. Means conceptual framework integrate with IS 38. Integrate with IS 38. Integrate with IS 38. That is the point. Means that indulge with different areas of the syllabus. Third one, ethics. You studied multiple times the topic ethics, but here the ethics about the case of accounting with ethics. For example, I am a director of a company. You are a junior accountant. I wanted to manipulate the accounts and deliberately manipulate the accounting standard matters to exaggerate the profit, because my remuneration based on profit. And you as a junior accountant, ACC qualified person, identified that issue. So what you will do? What ethical responsibility you have? Examiner expecting with this type of scenario that you we have to explain the accounting issue and the ethical issue faced by junior accountant and what should be the action points. That is the point. Ethics, code of conducts, accounting applications, like these things. This is a type of question, September 2018, a sample question. Total 20 marks question. One case about accounting property, one case about IS 15, and ethical issues. Normally it belongs to 7 marks, but it's integration. It's not the rote learning. You must have to handle the accounting issues and the ethical complications. That the 3 components I have discussed till now. A quick briefing. Fourth one, performance measurement. This performance measurement, it's not about F7 ratios. It's about investor perspective, like I discussed a couple of minutes ago. What investor think with respect to our reporting of the financial statement? What user of the financial thing about our company's reporting? And one very critical point, the details we'll discuss later. I'm asking one question, try to reply. If you are the shareholder of the company, be honest, reply me. Are you really, will you be really satisfied? Or will you be really satisfied about the comprehensive report that's made by the financial statement? Only the numbers and the disclosures. You are the investor, you invested money in my business, and I'm providing you the financial statement. Will you enough satisfied? It's all about that. Yes, I have very much confident that you have provided all the details. Do reply me yes or no. Yes, of course. Actually, the financial statement, what we personally think, financial statement is not enough to satisfy the complete, or meet the complete expectation of the user. Some alternative performance measurement also important. Alternative performance measurement. These alternative performance measurement tools like integrated reporting, management commentary, reporting related IFRS, are multiple things. That is what performance measurement. This is completely different from F7. This is examiner statement. I hope that this statement, you are getting this statement now. My explanation reflects this statement very well, very perfectly. SBR exam will require candidates to adopt a stakeholder investor focus in answering some questions. That is the important point. That is the important point. That is the important point. Like this point. This is the scenario about IS 40. This is what the scenario about IS 40. And this is what I discussed earlier about the IS 40 as a not as a maker of the financial statement, but also the user of the financial statement. User of the financial statement. That is the point. User of the financial statement. Last, the current development. What's the syllabus area about the current development? What is about this current development? About the current development. Do remember that I will tell you what about the current development of the syllabus. ACCA team always draft a comprehensive structure. What current development will examine. And current development will always examine with a limited context. If in the accounting, if with respect to the accounting aspect, If with respect to the accounting aspect, something IFRS is going to change. So the very first draft developed by ISB, that's called discussion draft, DD. The second layer of the draft called exposure draft. And then the final one is the change of the IFRS or the new accounting standard. And the new accounting standard. That's a key point. Examiner never expect very in-depth detailed inside, very much detailed insights about the current development, just a basic knowledge of current development. Mark my words. Inshallah, from with my side, you will not face a very much challenge about the current development, inshallah. One thing, for example, I say that, listen carefully. One moment. Okay, listen carefully. ACCA, SBR, syllabus September 21. Come on. Listen carefully. One moment. Okay, this is the new syllabus. Syllabus from September 21 to June 22. This is the new syllabus. Oh, come on. One moment. This is what about the syllabus. Here in the new document, examiner particularly mentioned. Yes. This is what about impact of changes and potential change in the accounting regulation. Okay, this is what about discuss the impact of current issues. Okay, here ACC document includes this learning outcome may tested by requiring application of one or more existing standard accounting issue. It is also like to require explanation of the resulting accounting implication for accounting for digital asset, cryptocurrency. I will tell you, accounting for effect of natural disaster or global events, climate change, pandemic. The following example relevant to current syllabus: presentation disclosures, materiality in the context of financial statement, management commentary. These are the things. These are the things. These are the things. That's the point. So the point is that ACC already established the structure. We will work out accordingly. So that's the second part of the layer, that's called syllabus of the SBR. What we have done till now, the approach, the right approach. Number two, the syllabus. Number three, how to approach towards the exam preparation. For exam preparation, you have to consider two things. Number one, the paper structure. Section A, 50 marks. There are two questions. 30 marks, 20 marks of section A. And section B also have 25 marks, two questions. 25 marks, two questions. That is the point. So before making the right strategy, you have developed your mindset. You have identified the paper structure. One more thing that very important. The very first exam was 47. But very first exam, September 18. 47% result. And highest is the 52%. But in June 21, the lowest result since the start of the SBR exam, 44%. So we have to develop our strategy in a manner that our result must be under 44%. So you have to reply me, are you ready? Are you really committed? Are you really energetic to become part of this 44%? Do reply me yes or no. If you are not ready, then what I can do for you? Inshallah. And for that matter, something important based on past analysis. The past analysis says that the question 1, section A, question 1, that's 30 marks. And it's more about group accounts. It's more about group accounts, but not about 100% group accounts. Maybe 13 to 15% marks other area of the syllabus. So question 1, group accounts, other area of the syllabus. Section 8, 20 marks. Accounting plus ethical issue. That's already discussed. We know very well, 30 marks, 20 marks. 30 marks group plus other accounting standards. 20 marks ethics plus accounting issues. But this section B, 25 marks, 2 questions, total is unstructured. Examiner can examine this 225 marks question, anything. Anything examiner can examine. Accounting issue, performance measurement, current development, anything. Not the ethics, because ethics is a part of the question, section A question. This is very challenging. Candidates, based on past analysis, you have to develop the SBR 360 with this structure. Past analysis and my observation there is that examiner examines 60% part of IFRS, 10% part of conceptual framework, 7% mark of the ethical issue, 8% part of current development, and 15% related to performance measurement. It's plus minus, but on an average. But normally student, 90% focus on IFRS. Means if you spare 100 hours of your studies, you spend 90 hours. You spend 90 hours for IFRS and only 10 hours remaining portion. And least concern of the remaining portion, least concern. Just knowledge, not integration. But we are here to provide you the knowledge about SBR 360. Means with every angle of the syllabus, we have to cover with a balanced approach. That's called SBR 360. This is what past paper analysis. The examiner CB practice material available in this format. Total 7 past exams available with the CB format. And total 3 past papers available, which is not CB format, but in the manual format. What I personally suggest, get the knowledge from my videos, number 1. Then notes with the practice question, plus this 10 past papers. No need the revision kit. My SBR 360 syllabus includes the knowledge from videos, plus notes, plus these past paper. That's all. Go for exam. Inshallah, you will qualify. I will provide you the course notes, some exam caliber suggested solution, exam banks. You have to arrange the Kaplan study text where I will provide you. I will suggest you only limited things you have to cover. The rule of pack I will discuss during the preparation status later on. Moreover, Alhamdulillah, I started my session with my brief introduction where I told that number of students got the position from my lectures. Alhamdulillah, Mohammed Zain, December 19, had the KSA, got the position and multiple more times. Alhamdulillah. Now it's time to start the journey. You have 11, normally 11 weeks required for the preparation and revision, 8 weeks preparation, 1 week revision, last week mock and mock briefing. These pictures are not actually the Photoshops. These are the real pictures. The only thing is about the power of belief. If these people can play tennis or ride the bicycle, it's all about power of belief. You can work out, we can start the journey of the SBR. This is what about the brief introduction. So this brief introduction about, if you people wanted to ask any of the question, you can coordinate me on the WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number with this, my WhatsApp number 00923218271784. I will reply you accordingly. No worries about that. If you people have a background of the chart accountancy, you can easily cover up the syllabus, no matter it is, because you have a good background of the financial accounting standard. Number 1. And this is what from my side. Thank you very much for this particular session. Take care a lot. Assalamu alaikum.